technically, when does the Islamic lunar month begin? Now, in many non-Islamic lunar month and calendars, the new month begins with the new moon. Whenever the new moon is born, this signalizes the new month in those lunar calendars. And to quickly explain what the new moon is and how it happens, we know that the moon orbits around the earth. And the farther away it goes from the direction of the sun, the brighter and more complete we see it until it turns into a full moon. And the closer it goes towards the direction of the sun, the smaller it becomes as a crescent until we can no longer see it. Now the moon, it orbits around the earth and it goes towards the direction of the sun until it lines up perfectly between earth and the sun. So you have the sun, the moon, and then the earth. They're on one line. Astronomers call this conjunction or the new moon. So when the moon is exactly between earth and the sun, this is when it's called the new moon. And at this point, it is impossible to see the moon. If you have the sharpest eyes or the best telescope or binoculars in the world, you cannot see the moon. Why? Because there's nothing to see. Pitch black, darkness. Because we know the moon has no light. It only reflects the light of the sun. And since the sun is behind the moon, so all the light is being reflected towards the sun. Nothing is being reflected towards us on earth. So we cannot see the moon. So at this point, like I said, this is called the new moon. Many non-Islamic calendars, which are lunar calendars, they consider the new month beginning with the new moon. But in Islam, our ulama say that the new moon does not signalize the new month. When the moon is exactly between the earth and the sun, this doesn't mean the new month begins. No, we have to wait some more hours, at least 10 or 20 hours that I'll speak about in a few minutes. At least 10 to 20 hours after that, the new month begins. So when does it begin? Now as we said, the moon is exactly between the sun and the earth. Then once again it begins to orbit and drift away from the direction of the sun. It begins to drift away until once again it becomes visible. That very first second that the light of the moon reaches earth and it becomes visible to us on earth, this is when the new month begins. So it's not the new moon, it's when the light of the moon reaches earth. It's when the moon is visible to us on earth. This is when the new Islamic lunar month begins, when the moon, when the crescent is visible to us.